never know that I'm back to run the show.
Ooh, switched it up there. Switched it up. Good to be here.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Welcome
man.
back. Sometimes certain things are out of your control.
Can you just tell them that we were literally like what was happening last Thursday?
No, it was a little. Well, listen, we had crazy storms, power outages, trees, this, that. There was damage done. The right people came in, took care of business.
What do you think about the people tweeting at you? Show us proof.
I said to them, maybe say, I hope everyone is okay. No one's hurt.
Yeah.
You're better than that. You're better than that.
No, that's good. It's cool, bro. It's cool.
You are better than that.
Look, cry me a river. Look, see,
I'm not crying. I'm not
cry
crying
me a
at
river.
all.
Nice, bro.
I'm not crying at all. I'm just saying that's the crazy part of this whole thing.
I'm saying fence was damaged. It could have been the house.
What are we gonna do?
It could have been the car.
What are you gonna do?
But nah, bro.
To get some numbskull. Who gives a rat's ass? So listen, great to be here. Feels like it's been a while, which is a little weird. Lots to talk about, lots to get into.
Let's start off.
I know something we were discussing a few moments ago.
Yeah.
I think something that everyone would like us to talk about is the Odyssey. So would you like to maybe start with that? I do have to say one thing though before we jump to the Odyssey. I did not finish Death Note. So
what episode do you want?
I'm at like 20.
What the dude?
I'm slow.
You were literally just at.
I'm slow walking it, brother. I'm not
slow walking. You're not even watching it.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it.
Dude, they're 20-minute episodes. You started a month ago.
I'm watching it sparingly. With that being said, we also have to talk about.
Why don't you throw some on when you're like on the treadmill or something?
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to tell you why. I'm watching with Mom. We have to watch it together. I can't.
I was watching it. Yeah, I'm watching it.
No, I can't do this. I'm watching with Mom. It's a whole thing. Anyway, also, World Cup took up a lot of our time. I want to talk about the finals a little bit. And then, and then there's a couple of other, real quick, if I could, before we...
Well, let's start with the Odyssey, all right? Let's start with the Odyssey.
There's two things I wanted to just... Hold on here. And there you go. All right, so... Yeah, so let's...
First of all, to the people saying, don't spoil the Odyssey.
You know the story's 3,000 years old.
I don't know how to put this, bro.
Why don't you break it to them?
Dude, listen, this is the thing, and this is what was kind of... I wrote this in my review on Letterboxd. Follow me on Letterboxd, by the way. I post all the movies I watch. When I watch a Christopher Nolan movie, right? One of my favorite things about Christopher Nolan movies is there's always some kind of weird twist or some kind of reveal, right? There's always something.
Yeah.
With this, because it is like a 3,000-year-old story, there's really no real twist he could do unless he changes the story.
No, I mean, listen, this has been documented. There's been obviously the story itself, the writings. You've had miniseries, you've had movies. So the basic gist of the story, if you don't know, I'm sorry, then there's something I will say.
I would actually, before watching it, I would actually brush up on it. So you know who's who and shit. Like,
I mean, you could.
Because sometimes they don't explain Zeus's law. Like, there's things that they don't explain.
Also, the other thing too that could throw people off is her name Zendaya is actually
Whoa, wait! Don't say anything.
What do you mean? That's part of the movie.
Don't. That's a spoiler.
You think that's a
spoiler?
Actually,
that is a spoiler.
All right.
I will say there is one thing in the movie where you're like, oh.
All right. Why don't you kind of just give some thoughts? And...
Well, to me, that dude, just mute it if it's a little spoiler. I'll tell you.
No, do this.
Do you not think that?
Are you muted?
No, I'm not muted.
What are you doing?
I'm saying to them. I'm saying to them.
Oh.
Do you not think that Zendaya in the movie was just like a symbol? I think that.
No, she was.
I don't think she was literally.
No, of course.
No,
bro.
No.
You know she. Poor.
No, I don't think she literally was.
You're muted. I'm gonna tell you something. Just,
I don't. I
don't. You muted?
Okay.
Muted.
Okay.
Tell me when. more.
I'm gonna explain it
All right,
later.
all right.
I'll explain it later.
I'm not getting into this.
If you just watched, go watch the Odyssey.
We're not going to get into this right now. All right, so why don't we start off with the basic?
The basic is this.
Are you going to recommend it?
It is a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yes.
It's fucking epic. It's shot amazing. Everything is all everything that they filmed is practical. It's not CGI.
Right.
And I mean, they filmed in like 5 different countries. The only weird thing, and you were talking about it, is the way they were speaking at times.
There's just a couple things and this is if you want to consider it a spoiler, I don't think it's a spoiler, but because if you just watch the trailer, you'll get the gist. But so obviously, having been very familiar with the story, reading it, I read it in high school.
Yep.
There were adaptations of it that I've seen. There were movies that were made and such. And so watching this, there's only just a couple things that I thought was a little odd. And I know you guys heard there's a little controversy about a couple of the casting and such, but I'm not even going to focus on that too much. I thought I did think some of the casting was a little odd. And I also think the way the dialogue was, I found that to be a little odd as well. And when you're saying, what do you find odd? The fact that he's talking about his father and he's calling him dad, like, it just seemed like a weird way. And also, and again, a couple of the casting things, I'm kind of nitpicking a little. The overall story, it was epic. You should go see it in IMAX. It was. Now listen, for me, it's not up there with Gladiator. It's not up there with 300. Those movies are on a separate scale altogether. Again, I enjoyed it. I'm glad I saw it in IMAX, and that's kind of where I'm going with it. And I don't really have much more to say than that.
I mean, saying that it's nowhere close to.
For me, I'm talking about
300 is like.
No, I'm saying for me though, the story itself, and I think because I know the story. Of the Odyssey, I know that story so well that, again, for me, I just loved, and for a whole host of reasons, I just loved Gladiator, and then I loved 300. I thought was so brilliant the way it was filmed and everything. So, if you guys haven't seen 300, do yourself a favor. It's with what's his name? Gerard Butler. He plays Leonidas, and it's based on a story of Spartan and Persian war, the Greek, Sparta. So what I would say is definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. And then if you haven't seen Gladiator, I don't know what's wrong with you. You have to see Gladiator. But anyway, with that being said, I would recommend I would recommend the movie.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, it is like amazingly shot. Like, the movie is.
I mean, it's a 3-hour. It's a 3-hour epic. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't want to be like, oh, I was disappointed, but I don't know. Maybe I was expecting some kind of. I don't know, some kind of twist or something. I don't know.
And the thing too is, what I don't want to do necessarily is I don't want to start nitpicking on stuff. Because I think it's definitely worth seeing in IMAX. I don't want to.
Well, when everyone's like, "Oh, this movie's like amazing, it's gonna win." What? To me, my favorite movie still of the year is
Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary, yeah.
And I would have to.
That's my favorite
I would
movie
have
of the
to
year.
agree with you this year. Now the Nolan movie is probably going to clean up. But Project Hail Mary to me was just an amazing movie. I loved it.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that one, do yourself a favor.
So let me say this about Death Note, okay? Because you're still watching it.
Yeah.
I was. So I'll say this about the show itself, actually. I love the first half of the show. The entire thing. The second half, not as much. And then the ending, though.
All right.
The ending, I fucked. I fucked with the ending.
All right. So
I feel like there was no other way for that to end.
So you like this the first half more than the second half?
A lot better.
I think I've gotten past that point now. I'm in that second half.
Where are you at now? Like, what's going on with L right now?
Well, I know that.
Buddy, nobody's checking my fucking email. Shut the fuck up. The fuck you talking about? Check my email. Look at this fucking guy, bro.
So Light is. All right. So Light's in prison.
Light's in prison.
Light's in jail.
Buddy, where the fuck are you at? You're like in the beginning of the show.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
He's in jail.
They put him in jail.
Dude, you're not at episode 20.
No, I think I am.
No,
maybe
you're not at episode 20, bro.
Maybe I'm not.
You're literally still at like 14. What are you even? You're not even watching it.
I might.
Nah, this is bullshit.
All right,
Jack.
let me lock in. Don't just give me a minute.
Please lock the fuck in.
Let me lock in because I got a lot. There's.
Yeah, I think you're not even at episode 10.
No, I told you I'm up. I got to be up to about 15 then. I thought I was at 20, but maybe you're right,
dude. Okay, all I'm saying is please just watch it so we can talk about it, and I want to start another one.
So the recommendation is go see the Odyssey, obviously in IMAX, and that's it. I'm not gonna start nitpicking stuff. It's not worth it, dude.
Well, first of all, though, if you read Twitter, and I put this in my review, you would think that the like head like macho whatever was played by the guy from Juno, right? The guy from Juno, dude. They were in the movie for 4 minutes.
Yeah, so
and dude, I'm gonna say this too. The scene they were in from the dead, you could not tell who the fuck that was.
So I think
people are fucking weird on Twitter.
I understand both sides of it.
It's people lying on Twitter.
But I think it's not something that's going to be so distracting that it's going to take away from the movie. Now here's the thing though.
No, there's nothing distracting with the casting.
Here's one thing I'm going to say though. Here's one thing I am going to say. The individual who the trans man who's playing that role, okay? They do show that person as a small child, and that child is undersized because clearly
it's not even like it's like kind of just a young adult.
It's it's somebody,
at that point
it's a small. So obviously the size of this person is glaringly obvious, but they do show this person as a child, so you could see that the child was a small child to begin with. So that you kind of look at it and go, okay, this makes a little bit more sense because they do show him as a child. With that being said, it's not much. It's not something even worth getting into.
Anyway,
with that being said, I do recommend it.
It's a 3-hour movie. That person's in it for 4 minutes, bro. I don't know what else to say. Dudes are literally boycotting a movie. You're boycotting a Christopher Nolan movie. Because there's a trans person in the movie for 4 minutes. Dude, if anything, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Dude, that's just...
Yeah,
if you're gonna deprive yourself of a Christopher Nolan movie...
I would say that it's not... You know what? It's something that you can kind of... Listen, if you want to focus on that, you can, but I don't think it makes sense. The movie itself was epic. Listen, it's a tremendous story, first of all. It's a great story. But... I just, again, not even talking about them. I thought there was some casting that was a little weird, but it doesn't matter.
Was Travis Scott good in the movie? Travis Scott was in the opening minute of the movie. He was in the opening minute.
He was telling us. He was like a storyteller.
Yeah. So
and
again,
as soon as he came on, I leaned over to Jake and went, "Fiend, Fiend." Jake was sitting next to me. I just went, "Fiend."
All right, what else do we got? Because we got
videos.
There's a new Dr. Insanity tonight.
I also sent you a video about this cop killer and all these cops are looking for him. I sent you this video.
Yeah,
but anyway, we'll get to that in a second. I do want to say one thing.
Yeah, there is an Avengers trailer. Maybe we'll watch it.
There is something that I guess maybe I just want to use the word disappointed. I guess I would just say disappointed. Watching Spain, Argentina. And clearly, Spain clearly was the better team and won that game. But the behavior of Argentina after that game, that's really, I got to be honest, it surprised me.
What'd they do after the game?
Well, they were brawling. They were turning their back. They were turning their back. There was a lot of weird behavior.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
And the thing is, for me, dude, it's like, I'm looking at this and I'm going, like Messi, the legend, the GOAT, like, you don't have more control over your people? Like, you're allowing this to just happen? It was a bad look.
I feel like you can't really put that on him, bro. That's not fair.
I don't know.
Because how the fuck is he going to control grown men? Come on, bro. I think Messi's a respectable person.
I don't.
I've seen him lose graciously. I don't know.
The whole thing was a bad look. It was a bad look,
dude. Also, how do you not even attempt a shot for 80 minutes?
Well, because Spain played that well.
Dude, just fucking at least just start
I don't know,
trying some long shots or something.
Spain played that well.
Oh my god, bro.
So anyway, listen, man.
Spain was so good though. They gave up like one goal in the whole tournament.
I watched that. I just watched that, and then I really kind of saw what went on at the end, and my reaction was I was disappointed. I was like, wow, after this amazing tournament, you make it to the finals, you lose, and that's how you're acting. And dude, there are a lot of people that can't stand Argentina to begin with, and then this didn't do anything to help them. You know what I mean? It is what it is.